Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here, and there's Joe right there. We are working on my truck, and I figured I would point something out. So the mid-mount kit has power steering on this side. Power steering lines are hooked up. Air conditioning on this side. AC lines are hooked up. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm putting a new motor in the truck. So they actually had the forethought to notch the housing, so you can loosen that bolt, remove this bolt, wiggle it around, and now I don't have to evacuate the AC. I can just stick it down the wheel well, and voila, it's out of the way. Now I take 6 bolts out that hold the water pump to the block, and I take this whole assembly and I lift it and I set it over here on a towel. I don't have to unhook the power steering lines. This is efficient. What's Siri have to say about it? Alexa, install my motor. Alexa, bring me some lunch. I had that feature there. Alexa, we're gonna go to lunch. Let me know when this thing is running. Have soup. Got it on the radio. Oh yeah? Yeah. So let her back down, slower. Let her down. Go back in. Go down. Righty ho, he's in. That's it. Yeah. All right, well, it fires up. It doesn't knock. It's got excellent oil pressure. Everything looks good. Putting a little bit of temperature in it. Now I'm going to go on the computer and do a couple changes, change the displacement, and do some minor tuning on it. and then pull it outside and put some heat into it. Hey guys, what's going on? So it's the morning after. We had this thing all together and running yesterday. Had to do a little more tuning to it, bigger displacement motor. There are some changes to the motor, the cam profile and everything, so I have to change all that. I just got done cleaning up the bottom of it because whenever I got it on the lift, I like to give it a quick little wipe down. So that's what I did. Just got some Mother's cleaner and just wiped down all the important parts, all this QA1 suspension. Try to keep that looking kind of cool. And eventually, pretty soon I got an HP reinforcement, or HPI chassis reinforcement kit coming for this. I'll be taking out all of this cross member here and the trans cross member because the whole piece goes right in here. And the QA1 arms hang off of that new component. But I'll have the bed off and clean up a bunch of stuff under here to do that. Also too is I'm going to put a bigger gas tank in this thing, that 15 gallons. Yeah, not so cool. It works, but I take it on a lot of trips, so I'm gonna let it down and show you how the motor turned out. Yeah, I got it all together yesterday. Neglected to shoot a lot of it, but here it is. You know, it's not really that flashy. It looks the same as it did before I started because it's got all new guts down there. Now, as soon as I get the rest of the parts, there will be a big ass turbo sitting right here. All the exhaust comes out. I'm going to do out the back of the turbo hater pipe, possibly in the fender. But for sure, going to run exhaust down inside the frame rail and out the back for those long trips, just to keep it, you know, realistic. But yeah, there was nothing really major changed here other than the new bottom end, so everything looks the same. What else? I found some coolant leaks I didn't know I had. Fixed those yesterday. And MSD coil packs on the Holley valve covers, which, oh yeah, thanks, that reminds me. Yeah, I left one of these loose. I got a little bit of oil. You can see it right there, dripping out of the back valve cover. And so let me straighten that out right now. And then I will start it up, pull it outside and put some heat into it. Okay, so I just took it off the lift, as you can see. I did put the overflow on it that I've had for, I don't know, a year floating around here. I've been driving this thing around with no overflow. All right, this is the big test here. I like my cars to work like normal. I should be able to just turn the key on, let the fuel pump cycle, and it should. This is going to be my first drive in it. I'm just going to pull it out because the hood's just sitting in the back. And drive down the end of the shop here. Idling a little high, but that's okay. Transmission still works. That basically didn't break anything. Yeah, definitely idling high. It's got that little resonation going on. It's a little irritating. Okay, I'm back for my little drive up and down the complex right here, just to put a little heat into it, make sure the throttle felt good and the transmission was shifting. I reset the fuel pressure and tightened down the valve covers, had a little oil seeping, adjusted the throttle cable, Hood's in the back. I'll have to take that out because I don't know. I don't feel like covering this thing up. I'm gonna drive it around a little bit and do a nice little street break-in on it. No goofing around, just cruising. A couple heat cycles. But other than that, I think this thing's ready. Oh, I got to put seatbelts in it. Darn those seatbelts. Safety is supposed to be third. So okay, gonna put seatbelts in the thing. And then it will, I was going to say wash it, but it's hardly even dirty. I should wash it though. I did drive it to Vegas. So it's still a little funky. So that's about it. I need to put spacers in the rear wheels because they're in a little bit too far. And I put longer wheel studs on there so I could run a small spacer. And other than that, I think we're going to be good to go. Drive this thing to the ground. That's it. Hey, you guys, thanks a lot for watching this. I appreciate all you guys subscribing. Sharing, leaving comments. I'd like to hear what you got to say about my junk. Other than that, thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later.